Hip-hop.
Anonymous. Saturdays.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sapo Saturdays. You got your boy ASAP Froggy, Mr. Bingus Frog,
Ribbit, y'all.
Mr. Doc Froggle Day.
What's going on?
Welcome back to Sapo Saturdays, y'all. We are more than thrilled to have you here.
Happy Frog and New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are excited to be back, as ASAP said, and we've got some cool people in the building. We have Sassy, we have Budda Bears, we have Premes. Welcome, y'all. How are you?
Good. How are you guys? Thanks for having us up.
Yeah.
Happy Frog and New Year's, guys. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Ribbit, baby.
Yeah,
Ribbit. We
Thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you for being here. As I understand it, ASAP was able to connect to you guys through one of our former guests, Head Hippie, which is
Shout
awesome.
out Head Hippie. What's
we
up?
love
What's up?
we love when our guests lead us to other guests. That's always great.
He's been doing a ton of giveaways too. Shout out to that guy. He's, you know what I mean. He's just helping this whole ecosystem.
I mean, you heard it when
He
he was
has
on
been
the show.
killing it.
He's a generous
has
guy. He's a good soul, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Absolutely.
Actually, funny thing about that is I was at a FedEx store and I ran into him down the street. That like a week ago.
Hilarious.
And that's what started this whole thing. Was then we were DMing back and forth and he was like, you know what, let me connect you with some people.
Once again, the universe
So-
does what it does. With
Yeah, they just
ASAP.
throw people in front of you.
And that's why they say get out and touch grass.
Yes.
Gotta go
Good
crazy.
So,
things happen.
so tell us a little bit about Budda Bears. What is this project?
Yeah, GM. Thanks for bringing us on. And shout out to the Notorious Frogs. You know, this is Sunny NFT. I remember you guys.
Hey,
What's up, Ash?
Sonny, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, so Budda Bears, we released this.
Sunny!
Hey, what's up?
Sunny! Great to hear you again, buddy. Great to see you. Okay, no, so I didn't mean to interrupt. Please carry on. But great to hear you.
Ed, you interrupt anytime you want.
We love when Ed gets excited, so that's cool.
No worries over here.
Yeah, no, I got to hear what you guys have been building. So it's been a long-ass time since I've checked in with you guys. And for the Budda Bears, we released in October, and we wanted to drop a free mint that connected music legends, music festivals, and cannabis enjoyers in the space in Web3. So what does that mean? That people in the Web3 that dabble in NFTs, they like to consume cannabis, and it's a lot more fun that way. And we released this project, and it's a bunch of cute stoner Care Bears with unique art. And, we have some legends in this space, and this is really great to have Sapo Studio. We have Premes in the building here. I know he's got, go soon, so I'm going to shut up here shortly. But, Premes is fantastic. He's, one of the best people I know in the Web3 space that just kills it with all the sounds. He's like a wizard on everything, and shout out to him. And then we also got some Web2 legends on board with us. Afro Man, Corrupt Exhibit, and the game with us that are, they're going to be helping us out a little bit and getting them more involved in NFTs and crypto. And we did it through a free mint because they've seen their, colleagues have been used and, manipulated to, look like rug pullers. And for them, they were scared at first. But after months and months of educating and speaking with them, and we released this. And, we were really, really hyped in the beginning because of the free mint. But now we're back to just building up the community and getting the good vibes back.
How did you connect to those artists to begin with?
Yes, it was actually funny through a contact. He was like, hey, I got some people that want to come into NFTs and they should learn more because they've been seeing, so many other people come in this space. And, I've advised some projects. I've helped other communities kind of grow. And they're like, hey, reach out to Sunny. And I talked with them, talked to Afro Man, talked to these guys, and was like, hey, I think it'd be a great way to just segue into the NFT world through a free mint of some sort. And we can have some substance with it. And then we're going to have a music video being filmed in Mexico next week with Corrupt Panther and throw some Budda Bear stuff in there behind it. So really kind of see Web2, Web3 stuff and have the masses come and see. Check it out.
Full disclosure, the first concert I ever went to, this is Doc Froggle Day, was an ASAP concert. Or excuse me, ASAP? Afro Man concert. So
Nice.
I probably played music for you in the living room at some point.
Yeah, so you did have
in our
an ASAP
lifetime.
concert.
So you did have an ASAP Froggy concert.
I did. I've had both. I
Yeah.
feel very blessed in my life. But the first one was an Afro Man, so shout out to Afro Man.
Well, listen, Budda Bears has told us a lot about Premes, so let's get Premes up here and talk a little bit about music.
Yeah, man, I listened to some of your stuff, and it's dope.
Oh man, thank you. I'm just a guy who loves audio, music, and NFTs. And I want to give a shout out to Sunny because
Sonny got me involved in Frogland a while ago.
Let's
and,
go.
Yeah, and I've been holding a white stone-eyed producer frog for a long time.
Woo!
And yeah, I even remember going to the party in LA, the Frogland party.
Bro,
And, it was great.
what?
Which one, dude?
Yeah, we were there too.
Yeah, you guys were there.
Yeah.
I stopped by. My cousin is Slime, so I remember Slime brought me over there, and yeah, it was great. It was awesome. I love the frogs.
Were you outside at all, listening to any music that was happening outside at that venue?
Yeah, I was all over. I went inside, outside. I was chilling outside most of the time.
That was we brought on those artists. Every single artist that was there, those were our boys that the Frogland so graciously allowed
For
us
the outside
Yeah,
stage.
the outside stage. We got
it was so
put on a
dope, man.
little
That's
a little set with some friends of ours, and that
Shout
was
out Avant-Gardians.
Yeah.
They slayed that show, and
Tareen
shout out
List,
Tareen List,
Guapo. Yeah, we had it was
Young
a blast.
Bugatti.
I love
Yep.
that we had like 6
Yeah, I
degrees
remember
of
Young
separation.
Bugatti too, yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, good
So
times.
where are
That's
you from?
awesome.
I'm Puerto Rican, but I grew up in the East Coast, but I live in LA. So I'm here in Koreatown, LA.
Oh, I used to live in
Been here
K-Town,
for-
man. Shout out.
Oh, you used to live in Koreatown? Yeah.
And
I'm
and,
actually in Filipino Town. It's like right next to Koreatown, touching it.
and do you make most of your music out of your spot, or do you go to a studio?
Yeah, a little bit of both, but mostly out of my spot, yeah.
Got you. And do you like to collaborate, or are you kind of a solo artist?
No, I love working with artists. That's really my favorite thing is just getting singers, producers, rappers together. That's really my favorite.
Where do you pull your inspiration from in terms of making your music?
Inspiration, like music-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of inspirations. I really like producers. I love Rick Rubin a lot. I love ambient music a lot. I love Brian Eno. I love for producers. I don't know. I really love Kanye West as a producer. Yeah, I don't know. I draw inspiration from a lot of different things. Jai Paul, I love, which you know, he's playing Coachella, his first show ever. That's one of my favorite artists and producers.
Excellent.
So
Well,
yeah, that's.
listen, I do
I
want
like
to
a little
hear.
bit of everything.
I do want to hear one of the tracks that you sent over. So, is there one in particular that you'd like us to start with?
Let's go with Hazy. I like that's a calmer vibes. I like that.
Got you. All right. And is there anything you want to say about the song before we play it?
Yeah, this is my friend Malia, who's a great singer, and yeah, we connected actually over Discord on the internet a few years ago, and yeah, we came up with this song, and she came out to LA to record it. She's from Atlanta, but she's a great artist.
Awesome. Let's go with Hazy by Premes.
Let's hear it.
I don't wanna waste my time. I guess I started thinking right. Depressed when I'm low at night. I guess I got a screwed up life. I know I'm not thinking right. I know I'm not acting right, but I know I messed up a little bit. I think I'm used to this ish. I think I've had enough with it. I lost track of time. Yeah, running out of time. Right behind the line. I got many things stopping on my grind. I think I've had enough with it. Seem hazy, yeah.
Hip-hop. Anonymous.
I don't wanna waste my time. I I guess I started thinking right. Depressed when I'm low at night. I guess I got a screwed up life. I know I'm not thinking right. I know I'm not acting right, but I know I messed up a little bit. I think I'm used to this ish. I think I've had enough with it. I lost track of time. Yeah, running out of time. Right behind the line. I got many things stopping on my grind. I think I've had enough with it. Seem hazy, yeah.
It's complicated, so complicated, so complicated, and usually I would say I love it. Usually I would say you know, but it's hard for me to smile, and it's hard for me to come out of my den. You'll be waiting again, but I couldn't wait it again. Better that I can be myself.
I know I messed up a little bit. I think I'm used to this ish. I think I've had enough with it. I lost track of time. Yeah, running out of time. Right behind the line. I got many things stopping on my grind. I think I've had enough with it. Seem hazy, yeah. Running out of time, right behind the line. I got many things stopping on my grind. I know that I'm changing. I know better days seem hazy, yeah. I know I'm not thinking right. I know I'm not acting right, but I know I'm not thinking right.
That was a beautiful track.
Oh man, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So who was that with Malia that was also singing?
That is my friend Keegan, Keagan, and he's a great singer too. You can check them both out on Spotify. They're awesome.
And what specifically were you responsible for in terms of the production of that song?
So my friend gave me some of those chords in the beginning. I mixed those chords, switched them up a little bit, added some melodies, and then added all the drums on there. And yeah, just mixing the vocals as well.
And are you a Pro Tools or a Logic guy?
I'm actually, I produce in Ableton, but I've been getting real deep into Pro Tools lately. I actually just got a job audio editing for some TV shows, so
That's pretty cool.
really been getting heavy into Pro Tools. Yeah.
What do you mind if we ask what TV shows you're mixing?
Give us the alpha.
No, I wish I could tell you, but I signed NDA, but I can tell you it's for an HBO show.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
baby.
awesome.
Oh, NDAs don't actually mean anything. You could tell us.
No, I know, but
No,
it's my first one, so I
just
get
kidding.
nervous.
Yeah.
Don't be screwing around. Bingos will sell you down the river faster than you can say who's your mama anyways.
And you know what? It's like we actually just recorded you being a good guy, so you could
There
take
you
that
go.
to them and be like, you know what?
Yeah, I had
I'm
the
gonna bring it
opportunity
in.
to
But
screw you, and I
to the
didn't.
office.
But ASAP's going to chop it up and actually say, "Oh, I would totally give you the alpha." You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah. No, he's going to
little
make you look
voice
real
changer.
bad.
But you messed up coming on this show, Premes.
I'm going to go ahead and reset the room, and then we'll continue this conversation. So just give me 1 second here, Premes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. We are Sapo Studios. Our goal is to bring the majority of profits and ownership rights back into the hands of musicians. We operate under the umbrella of the Notorious Frog NFT project, a.k.a. Frogland. Do your own research, but get involved. We have plans to unveil a marketplace where you can buy and sell stems and do a whole lot more. But until then, we're jamming with artists and chatting with them about music, life, and NFTs. Today we have Premes and Sassy associated with the Budda Bears project. Really enjoying talking to you, Premes. Let me ask you, when you say that you met Malia over Discord, how did that go? So were you just kind of both on a project together, or did you hear something that she had dropped in terms of music and you were like, oh, I have to work with her? Where did that connection start?
This was actually the first project that she ever dropped. We were in a music production Discord, actually, and she was just in there hanging out as a singer, not really a producer. And we just connected. We actually started playing some video games together. We would play like Super Smash Online, and then she sent me her voice just singing over no beat. And I said, "Oh no, your voice is amazing. I gotta record it." And that's how it started. And she's actually just like she's a great painter, and that was her first attempt at music, which
that's remarkable.
I think she's a natural. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for that to be her first attempt is unbelievable. But it's funny because you talk about playing video games and, that you two are in different places. And it just reminds me of the Cable Guy, because he talks about like this interconnected world that we can have through like dishes and satellites, and that's kind of like where we've moved to. And he like talks about you could be playing Mortal Kombat with your friend in Vietnam, and it's so true. Like I know it's so silly that I'm relating it to the Cable Guy.
You took this beautiful moment, and just squashed it.
No, but it's true. It's like that's where we've moved to, where we can make these connections all around the world, do all sorts of things, create music, play games, talk to people in just places that we've never been or never dreamed of going. And these connections that Web3 is providing us are amazing. I'm just highlighting that.
No, I totally agree.
That's
and
really
and
cute,
also,
David.
let it be known, Cable Guy, one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Very underrated.
Don't get
me
Bingus
started.
going, man. He's made like I don't know if you listen back to our old shows, but he's made about 12 to 50 references to the Cable Guy.
I have not. This was my first Cable
we
Guy
were just
reference.
talking
No,
about
definitely not.
Jim Carrey the other day and how he was one of your biggest inspirations as
There
an
you go.
actor.
Yeah,
So
no,
there
it's
you go.
true. It's why I
think.
started acting.
All right, back on topic.
Yeah.
And didn't you see Cable Guy like 47 times?
This
something
isn't
like that?
about the Cable Guy.
It is.
All right.
Well,
Under it all.
it's a relation with our guest here. You have
So, Premes, did you go to school for music?
I actually went to school in Philadelphia for audio engineering first. And first year of college is really when I got super into Ableton and music. And so it was really audio engineering, like mixing and mastering things.
Nice.
And in terms of making a career out of music, is that something that you ever kind of deviated from to where you didn't know if it was going to happen and you had to push through, or did the pieces kind of fall into place right away?
Oh no, I mean, it was definitely a long struggle of just odd jobs. Like I came to LA, I was working like customer service jobs, making music. And then I got a job with this like sample company, Loop Masters. If you remember them, this is like old school samples that you used to get for like electronic producers.
Okay.
And I started like making sounds for them, and I just thought it kind of opened my eyes to like the different aspects of the music industry, because it is pretty hard to make money off just putting music on like Spotify. But
almost impossible.
But
you
it's
need
very
like
difficult.
billions of streams to start seeing some actual money, and that's really why we're trying to move things in the direction we are with these kind of marketplaces that put profits back into the hands of musicians, because it's ridiculous. Why shouldn't you be able to make a career out of this? and it's like
much needed in the space.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also more than like the concept of that. It's like kind of what you were alluding to before is like these certain, sounds or stems or whatever are created, and then they either find a place because they're sought after and somebody finds them, but some don't. So having the ability to almost find placement for some of these is not, I won't say equally as important, but it's up there easily in the top 3 of, a necessity, because if we're creating something but no one's able to come see it, it's almost like, well, what's the point of that?
Well, and that's kind of
exactly
where you have to
and
decide
people,
why you're making your art.
Make careers from just making sounds or making like, other hip hop artists will take, their guitars or their melodies and give them a percentage, and they're just making sounds all day, and it's like an alternative route. I think it's a crazy twist to the music industry that we really haven't seen before.
Do you play any instruments that wind up on the tracks?
I dabble in guitar and piano, but and I grew up playing drums. That was like really the only instrument that I knew before producing.
Love
but
drums, man. Drummer, that's like I love it. If I didn't move from Michigan and left mine behind, that was a big thing that I left behind. And living in an apartment.
Oh yeah, you have a drum set back there?
I did, yeah. I traded it for snowboard gear, so it's a pretty good trade.
I mean, that's the shitty thing
classic.
about apartment living. I have a gorgeous, huge Marshall amplifier back in New York, and it's like my dad's been begging me to bring that out here, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with that out here?
Sapo Studios, dude.
Yeah, well, when we get some sort of a studio, yeah, I'll definitely bring it out here. But for right now, it's like, blast that in my apartment?
David.
Like, Jesus, I'll get a picture.
Try it out.
Do it at 2 p.m. Who cares?
Yeah, or 2 a.m. Why not?
You can bring it over to where I live. They don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? People just blast. Like, I'm not even joking. 4 o'clock in the morning, people just blast.
I try to stay out of your neighborhood,
in
man.
K-Town,
I know.
I would go so loud. I'd play shit so loud in K-Town.
Oh, we know.
No one gave a shit at all. I don't know how it works for you in K-Town.
Oh no, K-Town's it is a loud area. You get away with it. I mean, I wish I had a little. I was thinking about getting a pocket kit, like a little drum set, but
an
space is the
electric.
problem.
An electric.
No, they got I know Questlove came out with a little Ludwig. They call it the pocket kit. And it's
cool.
like a small one. I don't know how good the kick drum sounds, but I think everything else is nice.
You said
I thought about going to electric drum kit and just putting it in my kitchen here.
Would be sweet too.
I've seen
honestly.
like James Blake use those on his live performances, and those are fucking sick. So.
Yeah.
You said that you work mostly out of your apartment. So how does that work in a place that's as loud as Koreatown can be, with those sounds not winding up on your tracks?
Soundproof headphones.
Yeah, no, honestly, when I do record vocals, I try to go to a studio here in Silver Lake, but recording is definitely you get some artifacts.
Absolutely. And I do want to hear another one of your tracks because you sent us over a couple. So what would you like us to play next?
Let's go with Empty Nights just because it's a little more upbeat.
Okay.
We'll
and
liven it up a little bit.
Who's on this track?
We have Lotus Capo, who's my friend from England, great rapper. We got Keegan again. I think he's coming in the first. You'll hear him right away. We have my buddy Junior from New York, another great rapper. And I think that's all of them.
All right, awesome. Let's spin that ASAP.
Let's freaking run it.
I don't speak a lot. I'd rather hold my breath. I don't need a lot. You don't need me now. I just need my checks. We only talking if you owe me. I ain't tryna waste my prime. Do comebacks like I'm Jordan 45, yeah. I still haven't made up my mind. I'm indecisive unless you show me.
4.5 in a bundle. Ego look at Vienzo. 6 on man roll over. Government earner, knock your burner. Bally on me, no tripping. Been when a dip, no missing. Hold the boy down for a 10. You can't fuck with the brethren. Mad ting, sad ting, caught you lacking, run up the pumpy. Oh, mad ting, sad ting, caught you lacking, man getting jumpy. Run a man down with the 4-4 in the 4-door and I'm back in my bros. Went couple clap back, boy. Trust me, you're gonna know.
Hold on, what am I dreaming? When you gotta live this life, it gets lonely. Remember empty nights, losing sleep all day, and I can't get it back.
Blew down my fingers, this shit done gave me a meaning. Coming from nothing to lose or taking it all, goddamn what a feeling. Ain't tripping, been settling issues, nigga, I'm focused on stretching my genius. Stacking and taking it set to the cleanest. Fucking the O's, staying clear to D's. All of my niggas, they know what the deal is. True to the cause, been keeping them clean. Everything going as smooth as I brew it. I got my little vegan bitch eating to me. Grip on the Benjis and different the scene. From pushing the Civic, the horse on the keys. 100 cold water, been reigning supreme. Can't see a nigga that's in the street. A fuck nigga roll, I'ma press up. Or centuries behind, paying catch up. You don't fall, my pockets don't swell up. Don't get pockets, they gassing your head up. I've been popping too long, now I'm fed up. Reason why I've been taking the measures. Get in my way, I'ma dead him. Keeping the freeze, what you know where we heading.
Hold on, what am I dreaming? When you gotta live this life, it gets lonely. Remember empty nights, losing sleep all day, and I can't get it back. Tweeting something like the birds and you talk just to be heard. Please hand me my exterminate so I can terminate these vermin. When I speak it's like sermons, don't do nothing out the sermon. When you speak it's no purpose, it's concerning. I'm like, hold on, what am I dreaming? When you gotta live this life, it gets lonely. Remember empty nights, losing sleep all day, and I can't get it back.
Bro, there's a lot of layers to the onion.
Holy shit! That was sick, bro. I was over here bobbing up and down. Like,
I gotta say, Lotus Capo. Let me tell you something. There is nothing like British rap.
I was gonna say, dude,
dude.
It's like classy but still gangster, and I don't know how you do that.
Dude, you know, like it just makes you put like the stink face on. We're just like, God damn.
No, that was definitely my favorite verse.
So cool.
Bro, the production in that was phenomenal. Like ASAP over here is saying, a lot of layers to that onion. Where do you start with something like that production? Like,
the swag was wet with swag.
It was it was dripping. That shit was dripping.
Thank you. I started with those chords, with that little melody, with those chords. It was just pretty simple, one instrument with all that. And the dun dun dun
where do you get that from? Did you create that, or is that something that you pulled?
Yeah, no, I created that, like the melody I created, and then I created the sound design.
Awesome.
I usually just like a lot of serum sound. I started as like dubstep electronics, so I really like sound design. That's like one of my favorite things of producing.
And with a song like that has so many moving parts with Lotus and Keegan and Junior, do you record those separately? Do they record their own parts and then send them in to you? Do they ever get to meet each other, or is this just all, individually done and then put together?
Yeah, that was like a unique case of I didn't meet any of them in person before that. They all sent it from all like across the world,
Amazing.
And
so sick.
Yeah,
they never
met in person.
That is wild.
That's a big like inspiration of why we started, was to do like community generated tracks, but like maybe from strangers. That like I love what this came out to.
Strangers
it's
are only
amazing.
strangers until you start talking to them and they become your friend,
and you start doing art together.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually want to know a lot about like, how do you guys do the live like collaboration sessions?
So
we can't tell you that.
Right now, there's definitely a latency issue where you can't directly live jam with someone across a space necessarily. So what we're kind of doing for the time being is doing these jam sessions where if we can have the artist in-house come to our space here and record with us, cool, we'll put some music together like that. But we also have people listening to the show that might have some sort of an idea as to where this can go, and they can then send us in a track, or they can a stem that we can mix in. Or there was a day where what was his name, Pain Waves. Pain Waves was a guest that came on the show, and it was really cool because he was like, oh, this chord progression is these 4 chords basically. And I had my guitar, or not my guitar, ASAP's guitar, and I started to incorporate those chords into the song, and it filled it out, and it turned it into something completely, more unique than it was. And it was a really cool collaboration session because the Painwaves just kept saying, oh, okay, well, why don't you do this and add that? And it was like, it was a collaboration where, Painwaves wasn't necessarily making music that they were sending in, but they were definitely collaborating with the track and turning it into something different.
Bingus was the puppet, but Painwaves was the puppeteer, essentially.
Right, exactly.
In that scenario, yes, but we have, we do share like the BPM that we're doing. We share the key that we're in, and in some instances we've had like avant-garde artist Joe and also Ernie send in stems, and then we mix them in live. And then the track kind of like changes over time, which is very interesting. Some of the songs that we've started and where it ends, and like
there is one last time we were doing, because we did a lot of research into sort of how to make this work. Obviously, we've failed and rose again many times.
We fail quickly, but then we just keep going.
Just keep going, baby. Everyone remember that. But at the end of the day, there was one that we found that allowed you to.
It's
you could be in.
It's 4 o'clock.
You could be in Tokyo, and I could be in LA, but we have to have Ethernet cables is the issue. They have this almost like kind of like a Zoom meeting type of like setup, I guess, like platform. Jam-Kazam, yeah. And that was the closest thing that we found that would actually allow you to jam live without any latency. But the issue again is that you need everyone needs to be plugged in straight into an Ethernet cable.
And to have a certain standard.
Well, what was nice about it, though, because it gave you, like, specs. So, like, if there was, say, a person that you had in the room and their Wi-Fi wasn't meeting a certain criteria and it told you the latency would be too great for it to actually line up, it gave you that spec before even starting.
Because the biggest question was
that was a cool one. Shout out Jam-Kazam. They're fucking sponsoring us right now.
I don't know about that, but okay.
They're not.
But it's like, how did some of the bands do that during the pandemic, where it seemed like they were playing live, or were they all pre-recorded?
That's what
tracks,
I think. A lot of that was pre-recorded.
And then they just play them all at the same time.
I don't know, Premes, if you saw when what ASAP's talking about when the Rolling Stones did that, and a couple other bands, and I think that stuff had to have been pre-recorded.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it starts off with like the drummer or the bassist, and they all get on top of it.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, they do have like a Pro Tools collaborator cloud type thing, right? Like I haven't tried it, but I've heard about it. I'm not sure how well it works.
Is that where you could? I've heard of that with. I think there's another software that you can. I know you could do that with like video editing software within Premiere, where I was sitting next to somebody editing, and as I was like making changes, it was like showing up on his project file. So I heard that you can do that with I think it's Splice. Actually, they have like their own,
is it?
Yeah, I think you can do that within Splice, like shared project.
It's like
files.
video editing project, like shared file, but instead it's just
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's obviously that should have been created. That's
that
smart.
seems like very doable.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I remember in Splice, I don't know if it changed, but I remember it used to be like you save a project and it would update on their half.
Yeah, I mean, if you got any ideas, or we can collaborate on how to make all that happen, Cap, and we're more than open door on that, because we're over here obviously wanting to get to that jamming and more collaborative state where it just flows a lot easier for everyone.
Yeah, man, and also if you're interested in coming by my kitchen at some point in the
That's
future,
the lab.
we could do a live jam session, and we do video. There's 3 cameras in here, live switcher, and we're doing like a whole thing.
Yeah, that's a little alpha for our audience. We're setting up some video stuff, and ASAP's figured out some cool stuff over here. So
the one thing you need to do is figure out how to superimpose my frog on my face.
You know what's interesting is that I saw a post about
Got
that.
it going.
Yeah, I saw a post about that, and if you were to check the Sapo DMs, there's a link that we could click to set up a meeting with this company.
Let's do it.
That would essentially be able to build our avatars to be like.
Is this company sponsoring us too? Let's shout them out.
They are. They already told us. They already told us in the DMs, man. They're there.
We'll give you as many shout outs as you want. Just give us all the generated frogs we want. Okay.
All right. So
I wish I knew the ape that was using him. I can't think of him.
Baron or Nana?
Maybe Nana.
Yeah.
Nana.
I think it's
Nana's a
Nana,
G.
and it's the company that made his. And
I've heard of that.
It's so dope. His is so cool.
We got to do it. We got to do it now.
Yeah.
Right, hit him up.
Like I don't even like. I'll pay for it. I don't even care.
Dude.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to come through the kitchen and jam out with you guys for sure.
It would be awesome, dude. So just let us know your schedule, and we'd love to do like
in person,
make it happen.
Yeah. IRL.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry, but I do have to bounce. I'm really late for this meeting. But man, it was a pleasure. I really appreciate it. We got to do it again, and let me know the next studio session, Sapo, even online in real life, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
Yep.
Much
well,
love.
we broadcast every Saturday at noon, so you're welcome to hop in anytime. If
Burbank,
if you want to listen, shout us out. Play some music with us when we jam, whatever it is, and we'll definitely figure out having you in the studio. But thank you so much for being with us here today, Premes.
Oh, thank you guys.
And amazing music, bro.
Yeah, and speaking of which, why don't you ASAP play out? We have one more track from Premes that we can.
We have
send them off with.
Good call.
We have more.
Ooh.
Well, we're just gonna play a whole bunch. We don't have to just play him only when he's here.
We got the Budda anthem or the Budda necessities.
Ooh, a Budda anthem. I want to hear the Budda anthem. Is that cool?
Yeah, you guys pick.
All right, much
cool.
love, dude.
Thanks,
Take care,
Premes.
bro.
Have a good day, Premes.
Thanks for stopping.
Thank you for coming through.
Thanks for stopping by, Premes.
All right, let's run this. I want to hear.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Budda anthem. Let's get it.
Ooh, funky. Sick. I really like Preem's stuff, and he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I want him to come by the kitchen.
Come by the
coffee,
kitchen.
little food.
I'm
times.
I'm sorry, but I have to do this to you in front of the audience because it's just a funny conversation to have.
It's been vetted, David. I know where you're going to go. I already know where you're going.
What's happening?
I just have to share this. No, I know. I just have to share this with the audience.
They all seem like good people, and
it amuses me. It tickles me.
And it came from Head Hippie. And it came from
fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Again,
yeah. The referral.
I don't want to have some random strangers in my kitchen.
Yeah. So ASAP over here has like a very serious like vetting process that he's got going on with the guests, and I don't know like there's no like rhyme or reason to
Call
it.
me an asshole.
I'm not calling you an asshole.
He does have good vibes. He does have.
He does know how to read vibes. But it's just funny.
I think it's fair to test the vibes.
Yeah. I'm just like, so are we gonna have this person come into your kitchen?
I don't know. What does their PFP look like?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. He's not rocking a frog. I don't trust him.
Frog?
Yeah.
No, Preem's involved with the Notorious Frog Gang because I brought him in there, and you guys had good vibes there. So he's definitely, and I love Preem because he's so versatile, and he works on any genre. He's a fucking killer.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
cool.
all three of those songs were very different, and
very.
Yeah, no, I love that about someone that can really just hop on any type of music and
and not shit all over it.
Yeah,
very humble guy too.
I think that's like kind of what shout out Avant-Gardians is like. Everyone wants to just like put too much stuff on things. So like again, like his music was very tasteful. It was very thought out. It was.
I like that he said he enjoyed sound design because I felt that when he I was like, wow, this feels like it's cohesive. Like it's not like, I don't know, a direct line. It almost felt like I was in an orb. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense at all to anybody, but
you know what? You're usually floating in some sort of an orb.
I am in an orb, okay?
You've lived most of your life floating in an orb.
I don't know about that. I feel like I've been floating down the rapids. You know what I mean?
So how did Premes get involved with Budda Bears?
Yeah, Premes is a longtime friend of mine, and he's always been wanting to get involved in Web3 and sounds. Like, that's his passion. So like he's worked and done some, little small products for a lot of NFT products I've maybe heard of. He's done some for games even too. He's worked on plenty of different things for different people, and he doesn't have the recognition that he deserves all the time. But he's worked on so many things. His resume, if you checked out like his page, it'll show like the NFT collections he's worked on just for like sounds for a game, like even custom sounds for like hitting warriors or like a space game or Knights of Ether in Smallville sounds. Like he's all over, and he's such a versatile person, and he's so nice, and he does everything.
He did a G-Shock commercial. I see that on his like Linktree page.
He's
cool.
well connected too in this space. I mean, his homeboy shot the music video for Amare's like Sad Girls Love Money, the OG music video. Like that's his boys that shot the music video for her, and that's been kind of
Well, I mean, it's like if he's been trying to get involved in making sounds, then really good on him for mixing sounds for HBO.
Right.
Like congratulations again.
Well, we need to hit
that.
up Abel, dude. Remember Abel Okajawa?
Yeah.
He essentially Abel is good friends, and Abel did that for kind of similar stuff for like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So
and Wakanomi
it
was doing that sort of thing. They were doing placement for artists in film, television, all that.
And that's
sort of
again sort of our goal. We're not just a bunch of degens out here flipping and laughing at each other.
I think we're kind of.
So I scratch that. We're just a bunch of assholes. But we do want to connect individuals and sort of help them get to that next maybe tier in their life that they're wanting to, and that they obviously any artist at all that's been in this space, I feel like knows that if you get in, you get out what you put in for the most part. Like if you're willing to do the work, like you will see some sort of result. But the hard part of it is that you don't see the result that you want right away. So if you can help.
And I think a big thing for me and like why we started this whole thing was like to make people feel comfortable and inspire people to like allow them to have a space to reignite music in some way.
That was shit. It's reignited. I was just gonna say it's reignited something in you, and that's been awesome to see you get back into creating music and all that.
And it's and in some weird way, if you think about like our history together, I've always told you, bro, we should make music together because like you had an interesting rhythm and it kind of like matched my rhythm.
ASAP,
I'm not a musician.
You've said a lot of things.
Got the Dave length over
I'm not
here.
a musician. Like and then
got,
here
like,
you
4
are.
guitars.
Here you are like ripping it. You played in a band with.
Okay,
we'll shout him out again. But
he's sponsoring the show.
No, but just to kind of backtrack, I think Doc, you made a good point. It happens every now and again.
Very rarely.
But when we got all these sponsors, man.
Yeah, we got all these sponsors.
We're kind of a big deal now.
When you were talking about that the exposure for these artists is almost equally as important as putting those profits back into their hands.
That one.
It's really nice to be able to shine a light on some of these people that like you're saying, Sonny, Premes needs to be heard. And I completely agree with that. And there are other artists that we've had on the show that, I hear some of their tracks and I'm blown away that these are individuals that aren't bigger, aren't household names.
And they're like bedroom producers.
That's what's what's nuts to me. Like the production value of those tracks, I was like, dude, this is like a very cohesive. Like it's all well put together.
And he's working out of his apartment in Koreatown. It's wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like well done. And that, again, it shows you the drive in these individuals. So of course we want to give people like that a platform.
It does show like I don't want to say simplicity of making music,
ability,
but the ability and
access
and the access to technology. It's like we're in a different place than we used to be, than needing to go to like a studio essentially.
Man,
but
it all goes back to our first Sapo Studios episode. Man, it all starts with slapping cheeks.
What were you doing?
And not your butt cheeks.
Yeah, for those of you that you could.
That's a deeper bass, right? That's like a lower octave.
For those of you that weren't there when it was really grassroots, we decided we were going to show the audience that it was just so simple that you could You can make a track. You don't even have to
have this
instruments necessarily.
Somewhere.
It's
and actually, I think it's on my old computer because I've got.
But so I just started slapping my cheeks, and that became the.
Show us.
Yeah, here. You want to be my mic stand?
I'm your mic stand.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna take the headphones off so I don't.
So you can really slap it. Yeah.
Now, what BPM is this in? Though?
He was speeding up. He wasn't keeping it consistent.
Wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
But the point is,
so he's actually not a musician. He's right. He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. If you're not a musician, you're just an asshole.
No, but you just got to start with something, And if that something is slapping cheeks, it's slapping cheeks.
Well, let's start with something and do a jam session.
It's interesting.
Like, what the hell are we
doing?
Well,
actually,
hold on. Speaking of all this,
my gosh.
Billie Eilish and Phineas.
That's not where I thought you were going.
There's a song, and I wish I could remember the song, but they were in Australia. And when you went to the crosswalks and you pushed the button for the crosswalk, it would make this crazy sound.
Did you tell me this, or did?
Yeah. So like they recorded the sound, and that was the beginning of the song. And if you listen to what the crosswalk sound was, you can actually hear it in the song. Yeah, it's super
cool. Very odd sound.
So that made me think because they were playing at where I work, and so like. And I
where do you work?
I work at the Forum concert
in Inglewood.
In Inglewood,
right?
And
yes,
I went to the restroom and like in the sink, and I've noticed it for years, and I've always had the thought in the back of my mind.
I remember you recording that. Yeah.
So there was like this drop, like deep in like the sink. Like there was nothing.
They really got to fix that sink.
Yeah, but it had like a rhythm to it, and then so like after hearing that thing while they were playing in the building, I was like, oh shit, like what is? And so I recorded it. So it's somewhere on my phone. So you should find that.
Yeah,
and maybe
that could
that's
be the start of
where we
Billie
start.
Eilish's next.
We should do a sound scavenger hunt. Find this sound. It's like wee wee, and you got to find where that sound is in Los Angeles.
We're going to send you on a scavenger hunt.
You could just orb around. Yeah.
What's
just
interesting?
Floating around.
I wanted to get this artist on here. Actually, he's produced for some huge K-pop artists. His wife was good friends with Jocelyn, my fiance at the time.
Tarantula Falcon.
I don't know. I think they moved or something. Ross, though, is his name, and he was from Colorado. And what he would do is he would go snowmobiling up into the snow. And the way that he describes, he's like, snow just like absorbs the sound. It's like silent almost. So he takes like sticks and will hit them against the trees and whatnot, record these sounds, go to a river and get this like river flowing. And it's this, he's like, you cannot replicate what I have this sound here. And bro, he has this whole video of him doing this shit. It is nuts. He puts this river and he's like, I'm going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to do something. And it's like, it goes from like a river and it's like, and then it's like, I was like, bro, I don't know what the hell's going on. Obviously, I'm not a good representative.
That was some description. Hey, ASAP, let me ask you a question. So I saw a notification that Lolly just sent us a DM with that cheek slapping song. Is that easily accessible for you to pop that up so our audience can hear what that's about?
I think A-Bomb's grabbing that.
I'm grabbing it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Bingus cheek slapping. I like the message with that.
So,
it's pretty proper.
What do you want me to do?
You can always count on Lolly.
Close that.
And she's just so dependable.
That's fine.
Thank you, Lolly. We love you.
Continue to website.
I can't.
No? She broke it?
There we go. Oh, I've got it. Can I play it?
Yeah, just hit play.
Right, go for it.
I think it should work on that computer. Unless you want to... Actually...
Save a copy? What's the dealio here?
Maybe just click download.
Can't.
Yeah, okay. So maybe...
Exit?
Because this is opening into BlueStacks and I don't want it to fuck anything up.
Oh, yeah. This would get cool.
Is there a way you can copy this link somehow?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
All right, well, while you're figuring all that out,
Lolly, DM the link to A-Bomb.
Or to Shea Papoose.
Shea Papoose would be easier.
No, actually, it wouldn't. It would be easier to go to.
Okay.
I mean, it's this doesn't need to be that complicated.
No, you need the cheek song.
Yeah, you need to hear it.
But while you're figuring all that out, I do want to just say thank you to Sunny, Budda Bears, and for stopping by, having Premes. you guys were awesome. Really appreciate you. I know you have to hop off. Really cool what you guys are doing, and definitely want to discuss some more things with you. So hit us up in the DMs, and we'd love to have you back on the show at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful reconnecting with the Frogland team, and out here you guys still building. It's awesome. And GR, good ribbit. To all you guys, excited for the game to come out. And yeah, thanks for having Premes off here, because there's a lot of stuff that people listen to that goes, who made that? And it'll be like, Premes made it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, listen, shout out to Premes, to Malia, Keegan, Lotus Capo, Jr., all great artists, and really, really grateful that we got to expose our audience to them today, but also that we got to hear them because, I've said it many times before, it's really fun doing this show and kind of becoming a fan of new artists that I had never heard. So it's exciting to hear all this new music. That's really great.
Yeah, and then next week we'll be in Mexico filming with the corrupting Panther. So keep an ear for that. Got some cool shit coming out.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, thank you for being with us. Guys. Have a great day. It looks like ASAP found my cheek slapping. Is that right?
Actually, it was Lolly.
Well, okay,
I'm not going to steal that from her.
You know what I mean? Like, you were able to set it up.
I know, like, you're trying to
I already shouted out Lolly for being the best, and we all know that, she's the real hero here.
I'm not going to steal it from her, actually.
Well, is that your dripping water sound?
That is the dripping water sound.
And then in Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah, that could be the start of the song. No, that could definitely be something. But, I mean, I think what it comes down to is they really need to fix that fucking sink. All right, why don't you go ahead and play that...
I was leg slapping.
I saw that. Why don't you go ahead and play my cheek slapping? Show people what that's about, because, that's a must hear.
So this is from February 19th, 2022.
So, literally, this track was...
Oh, yeah. You were like, I think there needs to be... I'm pretty sure that... I think there needs to be oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know, I had all kinds of weird ideas for this track.
Where are your cheeks? I don't hear the cheeks anywhere.
Oh, it's the base of the track. It's in there. It's lightly layered into the...
Do you hear that?
I think I do now, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
So this was the first scratch track that we had ever created, and it was just, indicative of the fact that anyone could really, just start slapping their cheeks.
Called?
It's called
Sapo.
Woo!
It's called Sapo Saturdays 2/19/22.
Very good. Very good.
I think this was our first episode.
Yeah. It was. But I think...
So you know what? We're coming up on a year anniversary on February 19th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nuts. Time flies.
In February. So we got to think of something special, and we got to think of a good guest.
But I do want to, because I know that you wanted to highlight the track that we were working on last show, which was weeks ago at this point, a month ago, something like that. Oh. And I want to kind of, I think this is a good opportunity to do that because it shows the progress that we've made from that slapping cheeks track that we just played, everyone.
Yeah, let's keep the bar low.
Yeah, no, but I think we put together something pretty cool.
And what's very interesting about it is it started with A-Bomb putting some trumpets down.
Oh, I love trumpets.
You were like, I kind of just feel like it needs to be in this vibe, and then Bingus started to lay some guitars down. I laid another guitar down. We figured out you figured out vocal melody. And then eventually I sent the track.
I started to fart out some lyrics.
Yeah, and it was really cool. And then like when you left my house, you're like, oh, I think you should sing it. And I was like, okay, I'll try to sing it. And then when I was singing your lyrics, it led, and we put a little drop in it, and it led me to like a chorus type thing, of different lyrics sang in a different melody, but over the same like music, which is a lot of songs do that, and there's interesting songs that we'd have to like find and point out, but it's like the same thing throughout the whole entire song, but they sing different over the verse versus the chorus, or there's like one thing added, but for like I could find songs that it just the same thing.
Yeah, you might have to show me an example because I don't know what the fuck you just said.
I don't know what the fuck you said either.
like Two Princes, for example. I could pull up the song. It's just the same 4 chords throughout the whole entire song.
Okay.
And then maybe there's like a variation, but like the verse, the chorus are like the same music.
Okay.
So like, and then maybe there's like a thing added on top of it, a layer on top of like the.
So you're saying the melody is the only thing that changes, but
yes,
yeah.
So it's like you sang a melody and I sang a melody, and one feels like a verse and one feels like a chorus, but it's the same music.
Got it.
Under
Okay.
it.
Now I understand.
Yes. So, and then I sent the track to Ernie from the Avant-Gardians because I was like, "Yo, man, I kind of feel like
I didn't even know you did that."
Yeah, because I was kind of feel like there's like a missing element in the track. And it's like a good deep bass, and I was like, I could figure it out myself. But
yeah, no, I do remember you saying
like
Ernie
really
put bass
cool
on it. Right.
If he just went and like played, so he did that.
So why don't you show everyone what we came up with?
Nah, let's not show him after talking about it.
It's yeah.
Wait, hold on. So,
but you
Jesus.
but you just told me to play it.
I know.
Wait. Don't play it.
So,
you gonna play it?
Did you come up with a title for this song?
Not yet, but I came up with the whole music video.
Very good. It's called music video.
He's conceptualized the whole music video he wants to shoot for this.
But you know what's interesting is because like when I was recording it, and our show actually played a big inspiration into why I didn't walk out the door when I came up with like words, even though I had to be somewhere, because it was the guy that you just shouted. You're like, I heard him in a space the other day. He was in our kitchen.
Head hippie?
No, Guido.
Corleone. Yeah. I
So-
heard him talking about it. Yeah, shout out Guido. He's got his BAYC record shop going.
So him and then somebody else, I forget who it was on our show, but we're talking about like being a funnel. And like if you're lucky enough to like be given, like it's not like I was sitting and be like, I need to sit here and think of lyrics or think of a melody. It was just like the song was playing and just like came. And then I had to go to a concert.
And that's the conversation we had about like what Bruce Springsteen referenced, where like he would go years without writing a song, and it's like, you know, I hope that inspiration hits me again in that same way, but I'm not going to force it. And you know, I don't treat, you know, there are definitely musicians and stand-up comedians like Jerry Seinfeld that treat it like a legit 9 to 5, and they go in the morning and they make sure that they write shit between those times.
See, that's what I'm saying. Kind of like I get both sides of it. Like I get that you can't force, but at the same time, like don't you have to like almost challenge yourself and push yourself a little
or
bit,
even
to
put
get
yourself in the scenario,
right?
Hopefully, and then it will happen.
Well,
but
but
if it doesn't happen, you can't force it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I think you know, there's so many different ways to create, and everyone has their own method that I don't think it's cookie cutter.
Fair,
you know,
yeah. Right.
So there's definitely, you know, both sides of that.
But
coin.
it was very because of the conversations we had on this show that I didn't just like walk out of my house and be like, you know, I'll just do this later. And it was like
because you knew that you had captured some
and
it
just made me cry. It was like there's things I've gone through, there's things we all went through, and it was just like I had to go to the Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock comedy show to meet Bingus and our buddy
you had
Evan.
to. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, it was free shit is terrible.
It's the worst.
That was some show.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's just
All right,
sometimes
well,
you just gotta live.
So you relate to that, is what I'm hearing.
A little, just like a little
what's new?
I think what's funny is there's definitely got to be one or two audience
I'm just
members
a funnel,
now.
man. I'm a funnel. I'm always funneling stuff. It makes me late.
There's got to be one or two people in the audience now that are like, wow, so they're really never going to play that song that they keep talking about.
Never.
People have left.
Yeah. So it's got no title yet, but
there's a music
full
video.
music
But there's a full music video.
Which
Ernie,
I could tell him.
we'll talk about that later.
No, tell him right now.
Ernie went ahead, from the Avant-Gardians went ahead and dropped some bass on there. Shia Bapoose, aka ASAP Froggy, went ahead and took the lyrics that I came up with and sang them. What's the face?
I could tell him the music
Tell
video
him
ideas, so that they're kind of imagining it. When they're
Listen, you want to play the song a second time after
idea.
you tell them about the idea?
That's not a bad idea.
Just play the song first.
I'll make it as brief as possible.
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
Oh,
I am losing control of this show right now.
What is it? Hit me. You got two sentences for the whole music.
You got like 2 sentences?
You got 15 seconds. Go.
30 seconds. 1 minute. Less than 1 minute.
Well, you're eating up your time.
It's real-time sound. We're walking down in an insane asylum hallway.
Oh, shit.
You see patients, kind of, and then we follow a nurse into a room. If I'm singing the song, I would be sitting in there in an insane asylum room. She'd give me my pills.
You'd be in your straight jacket.
She'd walk out the door and put her hand onto a record player, and then the song would start. And then it would be like on my face. I'm kind of starting to sing the words. I'm like looking over across the room. You're like, what the fuck is he looking at? Shows the opposite shot. I'm looking at a dollhouse.
Okay.
I walk up to the dollhouse and start to look in the windows. I start to see myself in memories in my...
Interesting. I like this concept already. This is very well thought out.
In those, like let's say we transitioned through the window again from inside the house, and then we're like in a field. Because like Kelsey was at my house, and we were kind of like dancing to this song like real weird. So I imagined like once you're like in the memory, you're like out the window, and we're in a field, and then you're kind of like with streamers like, during the chorus, kind of like dancing around. And then eventually, it's kind of like about...
Makes me think of Blind Melon, No Rain with the person in the bumblebee costume dancing around in the field.
Makes me think about a burnt field because I think of a hay field and sparklers.
Oh, God.
And then, we'd be like back in the insane asylum. That's where we would see like Bingus. He'd be part of it. That's where I was asking if you wanted to be a doctor.
I remember this.
So you'd be like the doctor, kind of like, running the circle conversation.
Love it.
And then eventually we're all breaking out our instruments. We're starting to sing. Ernie would be in his like gown, like playing the bass.
This is a lot longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, just
shut
the vision going, man. And then it's there's a girl in that circle.
Oh.
She becomes my love interest. I bring her to my room.
Okay.
I show her the dollhouse. She peeks her head in.
Okay.
She starts to kind of see some stuff. I eventually am like escaping the asylum, getting chased by security. I escape.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I'm in the gown, walking down like a empty road in the desert, and then eventually music ends. We're back in like real sound.
Okay.
We're in the room with the dollhouse empty. The girl cracks the door open, peeks her head in, screen goes black.
Oh.
Then we're back. I'm in the car driving.
Now he's in the
I'm
car.
all like nicely dressed. I'm not like crazy looking anymore. Driving. I see a woman in a gown walking down the road. So eventually she would look into the house.
You've switched spots, kind of.
Yeah, I missed.
Interesting.
I missed a spot where she looks into the windows.
Right.
Like the window like lights up on her eyes.
Right.
Then I'm in the car.
Yeah.
And then I see her walking. It's her. She gets in my car. Essentially, the house and your memories of what you view lead you to not be insane anymore, which leads you to escape the insane asylum. So it's like essentially like things that you don't look at about yourself.
Interesting.
And if like love were to
finding refuge in your memories.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. And if love were to lead you to insanity, and you just have to like visit yourself to escape.
Now, in your vision, when you're walking down the road,
we're never gonna hear this.
When you're walking down the road in your gown, is it one of those gowns where your butt cheeks are hanging out?
Yes, I'm wearing whitey tighties. Everyone's wearing whitey tighties.
Tighty whiteys. What do you mean whitey tighties?
I call them whitey tighties.
Whitey tighties. What do you think whitey tighties?
All right, play the fucking song. Would you?
Socks?
Like you would be in your whitey tighties. Ernie would be.
Would
in his
you play
whitey
the song, please?
Dan,
I'm begging you to
Dan
play the
Fry
song.
would be in his whitey tighties.
Just doxing
He'd be
people.
playing like the cowbell. Actually, there's like a stapler sound in it, so like Dan could play the stapler.
Yes.
ASAP is now holding the song hostage.
Man, I love this.
All right, you're all ready?
I think they're ready.
Right,
remember all that imagery as this is played.
We got like one audience member left now that you're done with that description.
This is the
one
music
just left,
video.
but it's okay.
All right, let's go.
I never know quite what to say when I'm with you. And everything I say makes me sound like you. I wish that I knew how to tell the lies from you. Just through it all, you made me feel so damn confused. You didn't answer me. You couldn't stand to see me when I really loved you. Do you really love me too? You left me wondering, could I ever find my way back home? I never know quite what to say when I'm with you. And everything I say makes me sound like a fool. Wish that I knew how to tell the lies from 'cause through it all you made me feel so damn confused. So damn confused.
You know,
song sucks, man.
No, I really love that was like some.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
That's the idea, like to take something, make a scratch track that's just kind of like, you know, and then turn it into something greater.
I like that you
and
went
it's
live
really
at the
cool
end.
that you went the distance with that and made it into a full thing.
I saw almost more Into the Wild vibes, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I could see that.
A guy alone in the woods.
You see,
It's that trumpet.
It's that fucking trumpet.
It makes
baby.
you feel free.
Yeah,
with the wind blowing through your hair.
There's
It's like
an
the,
anthem to it. It's like there's like a
yeah.
It's like
It's like one of those Coke commercials that they came out with like back in the fucking early 2000s, late 90s, where it's like hop in a pickup truck and travel across the country
Exactly.
and go into the
Exactly.
fucking like farmhouses and like, yeah, we're all drinking Coke and playing music around a bonfire
and smoking meth.
Remember those commercials? But it's like that sense of freedom and like, you know.
See, but that's what it's interesting, and this is the great thing about art and the way that we perceive things differently, is that at its core, the bottom brick, it's interesting, you like pluck the word right out of there. There's freedom. What the fuck was his example of the music video? It was finding
breaking
freedom.
free.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So
and
there's
yes.
true. There you go.
Yes.
See,
Wow.
see, so we're
So
all
you were
common
listening.
ground. I was a little bit.
You know, I have to say though, I didn't know Ernie could play bass so well.
Oh, dude,
that sounded great.
Ernie's a sick bass player. like the more I was listening to it, I was like, holy shit, dude! Like this is a perfect opportunity to just send it to him, let him do his thing.
Oh, he did a great job, and
Dude,
it really nicely brings things together.
I got an
send
idea,
the
guys.
other one because without it, it just sounds like huge missing piece.
I got an
compared to,
idea.
like, it really fills
For
it.
our
He's got
1 year
ideas.
anniversary, we should contact all of our previous guests. And if they want to, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But we should come up with like maybe a 3-stem, like easy BPM, you know what I mean? That essentially they can build off of. And it's like, hey, we're going to go from you to you to you to you. We would be sort of the coordinators of it all. So we'd have to keep awareness of like when somebody's finished with something, but just be like, yo, dog, just drop. Or if we find that fucking.
We do it live.
The process.
They all come. They all show up to the kitchen. on
Dude,
the same
I mean,
day.
shit, the way that Premes had that track Empty Nice, it had Lotus Capo, Keegan Jr. We could have fucking Guapo and Avant-Gardians and Tureen List and
so many people. And
Froggy,
Brandon
Bingus,
coming through.
Head
But
Hippie,
that's what I'm
Guido
saying.
Corleone.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's what I mean.
It'd be
Like,
sick,
shit.
actually.
if they, but I'm saying like pass it through. Like, is it like on whatever it is, like
Splice or whatever you were saying, like
exactly.
that, yeah.
Just be able to pass it off and let whoever wants to do it. Have Zen Mix get on that shit, bro.
have fucking Scott Page throw some sax
There
on
we
there.
go. I love the brass, baby. I love the brass.
Yeah, actually, he still needs to send over the stem so we can like remix what he recorded.
Scott, if you're listening, I need you to
Come
send
on,
the
Scott.
stems,
Come
all right?
on, man.
No, you know what?
Scott's
I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually ran into Scott at this
Home
like,
Depot?
Home Depot. No,
FedEx?
there was this
I ran into that hippie there.
there was
why I
a there was
said
a party happening at a studio, and Scott was actually playing with a bunch of other musicians that were
you told me this.
from like all sorts of bands back in the 80s and 70s and shit, and it was basically a promotional thing for a CBD company. And so, like, what they were talking about was that, like, they had CBD vocal spray for these, like, older rockers and, like, things for, like, their joints and shit so that they could still, like, play comfortably or whatever.
I love it.
But, yeah, it's wild because, you know, I was, like, randomly there and I'm watching this band play of all these, like, old rockers, and I'm like, the fuck? Is that Scott Page?
Yes.
And like I definitely recognize like that's definitely Scott. And I don't know him well enough to like know right off the bat that I was definitely correct. So I pulled up my Instagram and I'm like looking down at my phone. I'm like, yeah, that's
stalker vibes now.
Exactly.
He's totally aware.
Like
He's like, dude, this guy is like
that's him.
This guy is CIA over here, Scott.
But I have to say, like, what a nice fucking humble dude. I went up and said hello. He like was, you know, he talked about being on the show and remembered giving us that interview and said he had a great time, and that might have been bullshit, but he was really nice about it. But yeah, we hugged.
Yeah. You got a photo with him?
Got a photo with him.
He touched your thigh? No,
easy, ASAP. You know, you take a nice moment and you corrupt it with your garbage. Okay?
Yes.
I'm talking about what a wonderful man Scott Page is, and you have him touching my thigh, man. Come on.
No, Scott's a cool guy for sure. I've talked to him actually in a couple other Twitter spaces, and he's just vibing, doing his thing. So keep it up, Scott. Keep going, but send us those stems.
You're such a prick. No, we've met a lot of really nice, humble artists on this show.
It's amazing.
What?
We should actually do.
What's amazing?
That, like the people that we've had on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And we should do also for our 1 year a little compilation edit of like some of the best moments.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, get on that.
I will. That's pretty easy. We only had like 4 or 5 good guests. No, I'm just kidding. We joke a lot on this show. We really joke a lot on this show.
We are sponsored by Assholes Anonymous. We are all anonymous assholes.
Right. Listen, I think that's a good place to put a pin in things. Right?
Who's pinning what? No jam?
You want to jam?
I thought we were. I thought that was.
I mean, shit. If you're down to jam, let's jam.
You got something to do?
Feeling some bass? Give me a fat beat.
You got something?
You want to jam?
I haven't played music in a minute since I've been back.
So you're rusty, crusty, and you don't know what you're doing?
No. No, it's not that. It's
that face and that sound you made didn't inspire much confidence.
Like the best music comes out when you haven't played in a little while. It's
yeah.
like
yeah.
Then I'll be really.
I don't know how to explain it. Like John Mayer, for example, would sometimes like purposefully not play for a little bit.
Yeah, the best moments come when you're completely out of practice. That makes sense.
Hey man, as you said earlier, everyone has their own process.
There's something about it.
You damn hypocrite.
Like Mr. Mayer would say, it's like catching a fish, and then once you catch it, just throw it back in the water and figure out how to catch a fish again.
Who said that? Mr. Mayer?
John Mayer, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mayer?
Mr. Mayer.
Mr. Mayer.
Yeah. That's what we refer to everyone on Sapo Saturdays.
All right,
let's play a little.
What BPM are we starting with, guys?
In between track, we're going to take a little break.
Reset.
And, reset.
That means ASAP's going to hit the Bolski.
Before you do that, let me go ahead and reset the room because I've been shit at that today.
You know what? One thing that I've never told you about.
What haven't you told me?
You need to say the time that this show happens at every time, so people that are new understand. Hey, we do this every Saturday.
I think that's a good point.
Except for the first.
No shit, I've run a few spaces in my life.
Well, we're coming up on a year anniversary, and this is the first time you said that to me. So, with your good points,
you had such a solid thing. I didn't want it to crumble your world.
Yeah. You didn't want to step on any toes. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Sapo Studios. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Our goal is to bring the majority of profits and ownership rights back into the hands of musicians. We operate under the umbrella of the Notorious Frog NFT project, aka Frogland. Do your own research, but get involved. We have plans to unveil a marketplace where you can buy and sell stems and do a whole lot more, but until then, we're jamming with artists and chatting it up with them about music, life, and NFTs. And when are we doing that? Doc?
Every Saturday at 12.
Every Saturday at 12 Pacific Standard Time.
Yep, that's one key element too that I've learned when running spaces.
You mean specific Standard Time?
Yes, specific
Standard Time.
Specifically.
So yeah, just in case you're new, we do this a lot. On Saturdays.
Very
at
good.
12. That's how you got to say it.
All right, now you can play your interlude music over there, ASAP, and we'll set up the jam session. And you guys can just hang out there for a minute.
Well, also, if anyone has questions or you guys want to, have any suggestions of vibes of, what type of music. We're trying to engage with our audience, not just have them sit there, Bingus. So we want you guys to give us some inspiration. Some sauce. That's one thing that I was going to ask
you
Premes,
and sauce.
but what his sauce
We'd love
was?
to hear from anybody in the audience. Just push the little request.
We'll bring you up. We'll see what kind of Saturday vibe you want to hear from the lab, our kitchen. This Saturday.
Go ahead and request yourself onto the stage, and we'll see what exactly you have to say, because it looks like these fellas want to engage with you.
Engage.
Dan, why don't you come up here, man?
Yeah, Dan's down there right there. We see you.
Oh,
also, you know what? It's pretty dope. I'm stoked to see Pat Dimitri in the audience. He is a sick guitar player.
Yes.
I think I DM'd him because I would love to have you on our show, dude, and I would love to pick your brain a little bit on guitar.
I think Bingus and you scared him away. He's not even wanting to come over here anymore.
He's amazing. Very inspired by his guitar playing. I don't know if y'all have watched him. Very inspired by that.
I'm a free man and I can think freely. They think we're crazy.
Not falling down again, and I don't wanna do the same mistake all over again, all over again.
They think we're crazy. They call us freaks. But honestly, I think we're just happier. Freedom is a choice, and yet so many people decide not to be free. I'm a free man and I can think freely. They think we're crazy.
Not falling down again, and I don't wanna do the same mistake all over again, all over again.
Call us freaks. But honestly, I think we're just happier.
All right, so we've turned some knobs and done some things, and now we're on to jamming. ASAP was nice enough to let me grab his mint green Fender, so I've got that on my lap right now, and we're gonna start with some guitar and see where this thing goes. So, what do you look so pensive about? Oh, okay, playing with cameras, got it. All right, so why don't you go ahead and turn this mic off, and I'll go ahead and fiddle around with this guitar.
It's 5 o'clock.
like the simple da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. You have a pick. Can you go like yeah, and then like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na. Try it again. Ba-da-da-da. And then what if you just did like the single notes without the strumming? Let's just start with that.
But then you have to decide like how I'm doing it, right? So it's either.
Let's start there. Yeah.
No, it's either. Right? Or.
I think the first way, like less is more. Not adding less of the da 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 da. Like you don't need all that.
Okay, so just like this.
Maybe just one dun. Bum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Bum.
Okay, so adding the middle note there. Try to record that?
Sure. Alright, hold on. Ready? You get your little count in here. And then maybe add like a little bend at the end there. What about going down? Like down and then back up. Yeah. That was on there this whole time. You would like this. You would prefer this. Oh, sexy. Yeah. We're having a good time, David. Yeah. Okay, and then So there needs to be like a second phrasing of it.
Where's that note? Yeah. Let's see.
Bingus actually sucks at the guitar. I'm just kidding. We can find like little things to add, but let's just start with that. So you'll get your little count in.
I should start right when the drums come in?
Yeah, down. Okay. That'll be your 1. 3, 4. And then it'll keep looping so you can find your rhythm. This one doesn't really matter. We'll just do another take. So you can find your rhythm. Maybe like take 4, you won't be a little bitch. No, that's what I was saying. It's doing takes over and over takes. You're gonna get your count in. That you can watch that screen. You can watch that screen right there, man. There's a screen right there, and you can see everything that's happening. The red bar means recording. So now that's what I'm saying. It'll just do takes. It's a little slow.
I'm a little slow?
Like that first note, yeah.
I can do it one of two ways. So why don't you listen to both and you tell me which you prefer.
I think if you're gonna do it that way, like you really got to hit the pocket, and you really got to be like, like you really. Like the way that just was. Like they just got to be like really in the pocket, like. like confidently within the pocket, because it's like. It's almost like sing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like singable what you're playing. So it's like the like that's very
it's is that's what it is?
Singable.
Oh yeah.
So find the emphasis in your voice that you need to play with your hand to emphasize the pocket. That's kind of how you're playing it now. Yes, correct.
Fuck you.
That is how you were playing it, yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like really.
Even so, like even if I were to hit the pocket, as it were, I think it's better partitioned rather than full through. Like here, watch.
I don't think so.
You prefer that?
If it's done like. See, like I don't know if you do like the dun 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 dun. Like you're just kind of like, yeah, but play those first notes you're playing. Like the. But not as. It's like a little bit less than like the 3. Because, like, you know how the first note that you played here is just a dun, ba-da-da-da. So, like, you're, like, following that with this guitar. Dun. So, like, with that, you're not following it because the other guitar is going dun, ba-da-da-da. And you're kind of losing the space right there and filling it with dun, 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 dun. Do you know what I'm saying? So, if you follow the space, leave that space there.
But then I'm just mimicking what I have with the chords.
No. I'm just talking about that space right there. And then see, like, right there, the da-na-na-na, you're doing, like, your slide up to there. Yeah. Something like that. And then you'd like find like this rhythm. Yeah. Like repeating that slide is cool. Something as simple as that works. And that's in the pocket, and you're strumming the whole way through. I think that like keep playing it. That you're playing one extra note right there that I feel like is slowing you down from getting to here. It gives you time to get there.
So yeah, you want more of as opposed to
yeah. And then like not playing that note. Yes, something's. So it's like you could just keep strumming the whole way through. Like find that beat that's just on beat. That's so funny. That's interesting. Play your rhythm.
Rug Sessions. Welcome to it. This is Sapo Saturday's Rug Sessions. Okay, Mr. Bingus is finding his groove over here. He's jamming. His dog's over there stretching, doing a little yoga. We got a little frog over here watching Dave jam. We're back from the Rug Session. The table, the chairs. All right, we ready to catch you later, A-Bomb? Go for it. Do your thing. That's all out of the shot now, anyways. All right, Dave, quit being an asshole and all right, Dave, quit doxing me and how about we go ahead and record this, yeah? Yeah, sure, why not? The other thing is to move this camera over there for this part of the session, because this shot doesn't make sense. This shot's not bad. Could be a little more zoomed in on you. Alright, Bingus, quit being an asshole and record this video. Alright. Bingus on his usually his Saturday asshole antics. That's Mr. Bingus. You got a dirty mouth today. You got a dirty, dirty frog mouth. Yeah. All right, why don't you go ahead and record that? I'm gonna push the R button for record here in Logic. It's gonna count you down. It's gonna give you your 4 count, and that's when you come in. All right.
See, so it's like now I'm having idea to switch the placement of where the guitar sits. This guitar here was panned to the left before, and now I've decided to put it in the middle, and then take this weird guitar and kind of like put it off to the left. Duplicate the track, copy and paste it, so double that weird guitar, and then pan it to the right. So we have this, hopefully it feels like we're surrounded by this weird thing, and then the thing we understand and are looking for in the guitar that we're following.
And then I had this idea for bass to add. Well, no, but let me play it clean first.
Go for it.
Yeah. So it's gonna sound like this.
It's gonna sound like me slamming this microphone down on the counter. You should go boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, ba-da-dum. Boom, ba-dum. Boom, ba-da-dum. Something like that, yeah. Does that fit in there? Boom, ba-da-dum. Boom, ba-da-dum. Boom, ba-da-dum.
Yep, that works.
So we're gonna do a new track. We're gonna do guitar or bass. Well, no, it's called guitar or bass. I know, but it's literally called guitar or bass.
Bass.
But that's what the track was called, man.
Yeah.
Like
Bass.
if you push new track here, look at the screen, man.
Yeah.
Guitar or bass.
Yeah, we want bass.
But it says guitar or bass.
Bass.
David.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. So kind of just let's hear what that sounds like. So let's go clean bass. I like to use a fat squasher. And then you know what we forgot to do was tune the guitar before we started. Specialized sub bass. Go for it.
I think it should be.
Hold on. I know. I think it's too loud though. not about playing it like that. I think it's just about the notes being there. Because they're there. Like where you're like snapping the strings. I feel like that you're hearing like the bass. Play it the other way again. Play like the other way. I like that better. It just kind of like fills the space, and it's not like, because the other stuff is like aggressive. Not everything has to be aggressive. That's just kind of like we're chilling. Yeah. And like the bass is the thing. Yeah. Like even your head nodding like that now. Yeah. Okay. Just keep that going. We're gonna record that. All right. Ready? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Why is it like buzzing so much? You know what I mean?
Because you suck at no, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you.
It's probably just really loud, and then we'll turn it down after.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. I can turn it down here a little bit. Go for it. Better? 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 All right.
Wait, I have one question.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just isolate my instrument and tell me if you want it like this or like this.
It's 6 o'clock.
It's not 6 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock.
It's either 1 or 2. So this is 1. And then this is 2.
I like the first one. Dun,
okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Unless you want to like vary it, because there's 2 phrases. So you do one the first way, and then the second one the second way. So you're using both. You know? Come on, Mr. Sax Man.
You're isolating my instrument.
Come on, Mr. Sax Man.
You're isolating my instrument.
Ready?
And when I said yes, I was ready, I meant no. So start it again.
It loops, dude. See how it just keeps going?
Did you take the bass effect off of that?
It sort of feels like that. I don't know how that
felt
happened.
like that. Yeah, but you said just get the notes down and then we can change the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy peasy.
Yeah. So, in reality, we're good.
Clean bass. So yeah, the hard part is like, in order to keep working on it, this has to be here for me to see it. Clean bass, faint squash. I don't know why I have to do this again. I must have hit undo by accident.
And you're calling me an idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking dumbass. Ooh, that's getting sexy. And did you, or can you quantize?
Not really, no.
Why?
I mean, because that works with MIDI. We're not doing
So
that
it has
with
to be
MIDI.
from the keyboard?
I would have to, like...
Does MIDI mean it's coming
I would
from
have
the keyboard?
To flex time it. Yeah, MIDI's like... Yes. Where do I... Let's turn on flex. Yeah, see, now I can manipulate. So, oops, that's the wrong... Okay, very good. Right. So now let's put that right on
look
time
at that. That's pretty fucking cool.
Right. So maybe this sees that this little cut is here, and then maybe we could put that like...
Then that's a head. Can you split the track? There it is.
Yeah, and then we put this right here.
I think that last phrase is a little early, right? That one. If you just mimic the first one.
This is the first one. Hey, be quiet. Kiki, enough. I think that fixed it.
That sounds right.
feel like we could just keep going and just add a little drop. I just feel like this is a little golden rap here. Yeah.
Sitting in the kitchen with DK, talking about ASAP, his fave. Likes to play music, his rave.
Yeah.
All the kids' fave, talking about ASAP. I could definitely see dropping a rap on this just like jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew, spitting wicked fucking dudes with Frogland dudes, the frog and Sapo crew. Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew, spitting wicked funky tunes with my Frogland dudes, the frog and Sapo crew. Frogland! Bumba Clay! take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming. Left to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP Froggy. Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew. Spitting wicked fucking tunes with my frogland grooves. The frog and Sapo crew. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP Froggy. Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew. Spitting wicked fucking tunes with my frogland dudes. The frog and Sapo crew. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music can find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. God yeah. Ha! Ha! Sapo Saturdays, we jammin'. Oh, I thought you were gonna play it out while I was doing the talk up. That's what you're gonna record right now?
I hope so.
All right, let's hear it. Right now? Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew. Spitting wicked fucking tunes with my frogland dudes. The frog and Sapo crew. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew. Spitting wicked fucking tunes with my frogland dudes. The frog and Sapo crew. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot hide. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. Fuck yeah. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm rapping with ASAP. Fuck yeah.
Said we're probably going to wrap up the show here, so wrap it one more time like hard. Let him really have it.
All right. Jamming with ASAP, gonna spit a weird rap, that's what I do. I'm a fool for you, just a New York Jew. Spit wicked fucking tunes with my frogland dudes. The frog and Sapo crew. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. Rock yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ribbit, ribbit, ah. Ribbit, ribbit, ah. Ribbit, ribbit, ah. Yo, yo. To the left, to the right, take it up and on the side. I got nowhere to hide that the music cannot find. Inspiration's all around me when I'm jamming with ASAP. Rock yeah. Ha. We love you, Frogland peeps. Anyone else that's not part of Frogland, thank you for joining us. Just a little 3-hour show, no big deal. Those of you that stuck it out till the end after we got Rug, joined us again, thank you so much. Have a beautiful Saturday. We've had fun talking with you, jamming with you, spitting some raps and rhymes. And we will be back next Saturday at
Y'all
noon.
are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Much
You're the best.
love. Much love.
Thank you, Lollyhops and Frogland, for always being our rock, our support system.
Thanks, Mama G, for listening to us. Shout out to my mom.
Mama
She came
Gabriel,
back.
thank you for being here. And we will see y'all next Saturday. Sapo out.